Pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to another mega awesome Hot Wheels Hilarity special delivery episode. We got ourselves quite a nice haul over here with at least 15 cars, old and new, that we got here. There's plenty of different models out here that I've been wanting to get, including some new 2019 models like this here, and I will unbox every one of these. Plus, stick around because there's also a Batmobile, and we've also got ourselves other models out here I've been wanting to get. So, let's just get started. Alright, so, moving to the very first model we have here to unbox. This is a new color for the 2005 Ford Mustang, and this is part of the HW Game Over series. This Mustang, just like its older predecessors, it does have an adjustable front splitter, so this way you can have it do loops. It's the red part up here, now it's up, so this way it can handle loops. Or if you wanted to, you could have it down, so this way it can go on straightaways or even curves if you wanted to. Next model we have here is another hauler type of model right here. This one is sort of older than all the others. This is the fast bed hauler. There's a nice chrome color to it with some nice teal wheels on it and a black bed on the back. I'm going to put the Ford Mustang on the back of it, show what it looks like with the car on it, and it actually does look alright. Whoops, Mustang fell off the bed. Oh, that's fine. Because moving on to model number 3 to unbox, we got ourselves an older model from the Final Run series. This is the Auburn 852. And as you can see, it does have itself some brown, some cream sort of colors. The interior looks nice. Because for a roadster from the 1920s or the 30s even, this is just amazing. For a classic model right here. You got plenty of chrome over here, and it does look kind of light too when you look at the underside, because there's plenty of holes in the bottom. Here we have car number 4, and this is part of the Super Chrome series. This is the Custom 77 Dodge van. Of course, it's super shiny, just like any other car from the Super Chrome series, but I think the van probably looks better than all the others I got. Here we got ourselves another older model. This is the 1960 Morris Mail Wagon. You can see it has a flathead engine on the front with a nice gold color on it. And it does have a semi-transparent back piece on it that actually can clip off, but it doesn't come off because of the peg on the back. Those look great for a mail wagon though. So here we have ourselves another older model. This is from the Buccaneer series back in the early 2000s. This is No Matter What. Pops right off really easily. And this is actually an original model from Hot Wheels based on the 1955 Chevrolet Nomad. It does look much more stylish though compared to the Chevrolet's version of the Nomad. Here we got ourselves another older model, though this one is much more recent than the others. This is the older version of Skate Brigade called Skate Punk. Of course, just like its descendant, Skate Brigade, Skate Punk does have a removable figure, which has another pose onto it. And the skateboard itself looks almost just like Skate Brigade's skateboard. The figure itself pops off pretty easily as well, and it seems to be omnidirectional, in contrast to Skate Brigade. Here we got ourselves another realistic model from the 2011 series. This is the Renault Megane Trophy. Yeah, for a black hatchback racer and a large spoiler on the back, I feel like this is a really good model that anybody could collect. It's got some yellow on it. It does look well. Moving on to another brand new model from Mattel. This is a new for 2019 model, and it's signed by Aaron Wheels. This is Wheelie Chair. Pretty compact. It's got large wheels in the back, smaller wheels in the front. And you can see it actually spins around pretty darn easily. Just like that. I know this might do well on the track just because. Here's another fantasy model from Mattel that I've actually been wanting to get for a long time. This is Invader. As you can see, it's just a beige tank with a red underside. And it does look pretty nice for a fantasy model like this. Here we got ourselves yet another realistic model, and this is a more recent variant of the Dodge Challenger. This is the 2018 Dodge Challenger Hellcat. Dodge Challenger Hellcat, I mean, that is just superb detailing right there. Except the headlights on the front and the taillights don't seem to really be painted in, but that's probably alright. Here's another fantasy model that I've been wanting to get for a little while. This is Combat Medic. As you can see here, it does have the factory sealed packaging on it. Oh, just like no matter what, Combat Medic's packaging seems to open up too darn easily. Whoa! It dropped Combat Medic just like that. Looks pretty awesome for a van. Here's another model that's styled like a van. This is known as Quick Bite. And yet this is another model that I've been trying to get for a little while. Unlike Combat Medic's packaging, Quick Bite's packaging seems to not come out too easily. It does have a nice shiny underside, and this model actually represents a Japanese food truck. Here's another realistic model that I've wanted to try to get. This is the 1967 Austin minivan. If you've seen any track time presentations done by Race Grooves, you would have noticed that the 1967 Austin minivan doesn't seem to handle curves too well because it's got a metal body and a plastic base. Here's a fantasy model that is based off of another real-life car. This one is called Shoebox. Has a nice matte lavender color on the outside with white wall tires, and it does have light blue colored windows, and it does have an exposed engine on the front. It has lots of chrome on it too, especially on the underside. Here we got ourselves another Batmobile here that I am going to unbox. This is the Arkham Knight Batmobile from the Arkham Knight video game from 2015. Does have off-road tires, front and back, unlike what the 2008 Dark Knight Tumbler was. And the last car we have here is another fantasy model from Mattel. This one was sponsored by the Green Lantern film back in 2011, and this is Low Flow. It does look like a classic shuttle, and it does have a nice looking details. It tapers to a point in the rear, as you could probably tell, and the windows just sort of slant down, almost as if they're closing down to the ground. Gives it sort of a Toonie-like feeling. And as you can see here, this is all the cars. As you can see here, these are all the cars that I've just unboxed in this episode. But I feel like I could get a lot more than just admiring the looks of each of these models, because I won't be using a track layout for this episode, but I sure as heck will feature these in any Hot Wheels Hilarity related content. And before I sign off for right now, I'm going to unpackage 2 more pairs of Injinji socks. And I do realize, once again, that these are not related to Hot Wheels or anything else. But as I said before though, I do like to unbox anything I've got. So, these are going to come right into this episode. Of course, both of these socks are crew length. The first one we got here is the Midweight Trail series, and the color is called Space. And the second pair we got here is the Sport version, and it's a white color, and it does have a red logo imprinted on the top. They both come out as easy as that. Thumbs up to that, and goodbye.